My name is the Sith Demon, and welcome to my hardcore journey. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the hardcore journey. Last episode we got some pretty cool upgrades. We finished our T90 armor and weapons, and got the levels required to wear them. We also upgraded our familiar to a nice little beast of burden, and had the backup hellhound. And of course, with all that, we took on the Zuck challenge and defeated him, coming out on top with our first Zuck cape, which, you know, we had to boost to make. This episode, we're gonna do a lot of questing. Our goal is to unlock Priff, to unlock another prayer method. Priff also unlocks a couple good general skilling areas. We've also been sending quite a lot of Croesus and Kerapac. And we've also started doing one of the first bosses a lot of Iron Men do, Araxor. Also in this episode, we might get a drop or two. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright, let's get this boost. We're looking for a 6th level crafting boost. So this could take a minute. There it is. Lobby really quickly to reset the boost timer. Okay, now we should have it for a full minute. Let's go ahead and make these. Knew I should have checked to see if I had gold bars. Okay, let's try now. 1. And 1. Beautiful. Now we need to, you know, boost our magic level as you do, being so low at only 82. So let's just, but that one's a lot easier. That one's just a quick super magic pot. And here we go. Luck of the Dwarves and Grace of the Elves completed. They were pretty sick. Yes, I would like to wear these. Oh, it doesn't even have the warning of making it untradeable. What about the Grace of the Elves? Oh, that one does. Yes, I would like to wear that. And those are just going to be permanent fixtures in our skilling outfits from now on. Alright, we're going to take our Luck of the Dwarves for a quick test run. I don't think that it affects the very wild rewards, but it does affect the elite caskets. So let's go ahead and open these first. Kind of easy. No core. Unlucky. Logs are great though. Let's open this easy. Goodbye, God page. No fort reroll. Unlucky. Alright, next up is going to be our 10 elites, but I have to do some inventory management. As you can see, my bank is perma-full. I am what you would call a hoarder. Alright, let's get it. No way! That's the pet for clues. That's fun. We're gonna go ahead and claim it. I'm not gonna destroy it just to keep getting broadcasts. We did get the super restore drop here. I think that's a miss, but I could be wrong. I'm not so great with all the misses. Let's close that and go ahead and inspect that. That's gonna be Artemis. Alright, let's roll it into a blood die. Oh, what a master. Another master. That is a real fortunate. I hope this is not a miss, because I'm going to be kind of sad. Let's do some quick destroying. I don't think I need any of these fortunates. Nope. I think this one will finally reroll. Usually elites are really bad. There we go. It's really bad. Yeah. Did not get better. Oh, that's awesome. Nice Robin Hood tunic. That's pretty sweet. That could be our slot range armor for quite a long time after we upgrade it with threads. Turns it into T82. It's pretty cool. So that fortunate we will not be destroying. But let's finish these last 3 up. Nice. We're not going to reroll the fortunate. So we'll have to save that reroll for the next time we open up clues. Doing clues with no upgrades is really slow. On my main iron, I'm not very good at elites, but I still do like 12 an hour, 12 to 14, without puzzle skip tickets. Which isn't good, but it took me like probably 2 or 3 hours to do those 10. It was really bad. But we're just going to keep doing elites as we get to the cap. We'll just do 5. That's why they're not in my carrier, as the same with hards, is whenever I hit the cap, I'll just do 5 and we'll put them in there. And we'll see the next time I open them again. Next time I feel like cracking on the caskets. Alright, so doing a big chompy bird hunting right here is pivotal to our plan of boosting everything all over the place all the time and never actually getting levels in this game. We gotta kill chompies to make wilder pies. That's how we're gonna get to 90 Slayer, to get Searing Ashes, to get a Death Talisman, and then eventually we'll use those same wilder pies later to boost for a Soul Talisman probably. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, we're gonna try out some kerapac. We need to get the anima for the ring upgrades, as well as a jazz book would be phenomenal. That was a 3-minute normal mode kill. Man, I don't know how to deal damage with low level necromancy. That was a struggle. We have some things to figure out. My gear's not really perked. I don't have access to split soul yet. No curses for soul split. And of course, the Well of Souls wreck, we're not quite there yet either. On top of not having soul split, we also don't have sorrow, which would also be a pretty big boost to our damage. Some weapon poison would be nice too. Alright, that's our first hour down. We have some serious upgrades to make, but after we make them, I'm sure we'll be able to bring this time down to a more reasonable time. Let's go see some of the things that we got. Alright, so from that 1 hour, we got 2,300 anima. So it looks like we'll end up needing to do nearly 2 more hours. I also need to do a couple more hours of full, and we'll be done with our anima portion of our ring. We're going to interrupt our regular scheduled kerapac slaughter right now for a quick hit of dopamine. Ha! I lied! You thought I was going to get a drop of Croesus? Never. I'm still doing hours pretty much as often as possible. It's hard to get sus teams going sometimes. Most people just don't want to do this boss. And I don't blame them. It's not great. Oh yes! Yeah! Got an offhand. Sick. So I never really went over the whole reason why I want to go to sus in the first place. I want the offhands from this place. The armor is pretty much useless. Magic tank armor just isn't used anywhere. The 2 offhands, the Sana's Fire Torch and the Taga's Spore Hammer are pretty great. The one that I wanted most is the Spore Hammer. It gives you a chance to get Death Spore arrows when you're mining ores, and the Death Spore arrows are pretty pivotal to a good range rotation. Between those and Tsunami, you always are going to have 100% uptime on your crit buffs, so you get to deal quite a lot of damage with your range crits. And it's a really fun build to play with, and I really want to get to do it on this hardcore. The Fire Torch is kind of secondary to the Spore Hammer in the fact that I don't really want it for the arrows that it helps generate, because splintering arrows just aren't very good right now. Maybe they'll get buffs at some later point in time and be as good or better than Death Spores, but I really doubt it. The Fire Torch is really good for Crosis. It allows me to not have to take a Beaver here, but take any stat boosting familiar that will just help speed it up. And here is 75 summoning. This should be all the levels for Priff. You now have all the levels you need for Plague's End. So you know what that means. That's right, we're going fishing for drops. Forget questing. Oh, nice. It's our first unique from Kerapac. It's not very good, but it's fine. It's going to be our Biz Mage Gloves for a long time until we get Cinderbanes. Would rather either of the other two uniques, but you know, our first one, can't really complain. Alright, here we are starting Morning Sun Part 2 at, you know, a casual 2489 total level. We just got this key that we can use on the store over here, and it unlocks the Temple of Light. Ooh. And this is how we're going to get our Death Talisman real quickly. Our Slayer level is 86. That cannot kill Dark Beasts, but I made a bunch of these here pies, wherever they went, Wilder pies, and that will boost us up to where we can kill Dark Beasts, and they drop a Death Talisman pretty frequently. So let's go get that done. There it is. One Death Talisman. And now we won't need the stupid 50 item list. It only took me putting off questing for forever, but we can do it now. I don't think I have anything else to kill in this quest, so we're just going to bank. Perfect. We don't have to do any of that. Go ahead and get rid of that. Yes. And let's go ahead and finish this quest. Boom, Morning's End Part 2 completed. We got there. Not very conventionally, but we did it in the end. What a pain in the butt. Time to murder a king. Here I go murdering. I wonder what a cool catchphrase would have been. Let's close that and try again. Welcome to the jungle. No, that probably doesn't work. Hello, my name is Darth Bane, and you killed my father. Prepare to die. No, that didn't quite work either. What if we channel our inner Zenmorgul? Die! Oh, gotta kill this guy first, I guess. Oh, I guess I murdered him off screen. That's good. I don't know, the old school one, you like hang him in a crowd of people. It's actually kind of crazy. Here they just faded to black. Unlucky. I actually didn't need anything. Guess, we were over leveled like always. Alright, game. Is that it? Is that really it? It's been many years since I've done this, but that seems like that's it. One pretty crystal city. We unlocked Prifddinas. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in here. There's a new Slayer Master. There's a new daily, which are always great. A new area where I can do my ports. Maybe I'll remember to do those every day. And our agility training as well as our prayer training are in here. So the whole reason why we did all of this was for this specific prayer training, because I've burned through all of my bones already, and I still need 6 more prayer levels. So we did this so that we could come up here during Heffen hours and use Saren stones on this thing for prayer experience. And that's prayer experience I can just buy, so I don't have to grind out bones, which is really nice. And then this is going to be our agility training until we're 80. Like that guy. Alright, so we're going to try for Biting 3 to try to upgrade some of our armor perks. And by upgrade, I mean put some perks on our armor, as they're currently perkless. And that's not great, because armor perks are a huge part of your DPS. And we can get some pretty basic ones. So we went and lowered our invention over in God of War's Dungeon 1, just outside of it. At the lower invention level, it has a higher chance of being the perk that we want, which is Biting 3. With only direct components. And it's a 1 in 20. We got 28 shells, 100 comms. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, game. It would just be so nice if all our perks on this account were so good, because all of my perks on my first Ironman were horrifically bad. I went 5x, 6x, 7x sometimes on perk drop rates on that account, and on this account, it's just so much better to be lucky. So much better. I want to say it every time. First try, Biting 3, 1 in 20, incredible. We have a couple other perks that we're going to try for, but we can't have minus stats. And I could go to like Daemonheim and reset it by dying in there, but honestly, I have super restores, so that's fine. Grab an extreme invention potion, and the next one we're going to send is going to be Crackling 4, Relentless 3. Let's go ahead and send it. And the wikis is 3 explosive, and I don't have any explosive. I did unlock the Dwarven Battlefield to get the explosive components, and then I was just happened to be rewatching the hardcore series from the RS guy, and this method came up, of which I already have. So let's see if we can get it. Okay. There it is, Crackling 4, Relentless 3. We're going to keep this base Crackling 4 as well. And that was almost on rate. What was that? A 1 in 7, and it's a 1 in 8. And then our last one should be pretty much guaranteed at Enhanced Devoted 4 and 2, roughly, 1.8. So this should be guaranteed pretty much. There it is, Enhanced Devoted 4. And that's our 4 new armor perks. And those are actually just going to be huge. Well, just kidding. That's 3 of our 4 new armor perks. Those are just actually huge. Our last one is going to be invigorating, and I don't know if I can do that one quite yet. I think I need to go spend some time getting culinarian components. You only have 4. And I think you need like 6 or 7 per attempt. So that's going to be for another time. But this is pretty good base just to start with. Alright, so we're going to end off the episode right here. We made a lot of progress in this episode. Unlocking Priff is huge for our pretty much getting close to end game skilling. And next episode we're going to send a lot of PVM as we get closer and closer to unlocking curses, which are going to be a huge boost to the account. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.